All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Scotty Powell here with the Carolina Weather Group. I wanted to give you a quick update. Tornado warning has been issued for Surry County in North Carolina. So I'm going to allow this to populate for just a second. Give me just one moment as I get the radar dialed up here and we can get going talking about this tornado warning again. This tornado warning is out for Surry County. This is going to be including areas like Pilot Mountain, Mount Airy as well. So, all right, I think we are live now. So that's good. Let's get over here to the radar image and you can see this storm that we are talking about. We are talking about the storm right here. This is going to be moving into just outside of Mount Airy now. This is going to be in Surry County, though. So we will need to be on the lookout as this storm progresses into the area. Pilot Mountain, you are just inside of the polygon. We're going to put the storm into motion. You kind of see it's just developed here. So we're worried in this location right here. This is going to be along and north of the airport there in Mount Airy. This is going to be moving into Stokes County soon. So we could see potential issuance of a new tornado warning for Stokes County. Let's go into the velocities here, and this is what we are watching, this rotation right here that's moving through now eastern Surry County. This is going to be in more of a rural spot, so I'm going to see if I can get a Google Maps popped up here, and we can kind of call out some of these communities in this area, because I'm not all that familiar with Surry County. Again, this tornado warning is going on until 4:45, but we are watching the storm. So if you live just near Holly Springs, Sheltontown, Flat Rock, Woodville, Slate Mountain, Mount Herman, these locations in Surry County, you definitely want to be in your safe spot as this rotation is moving in your direction. We could see a tornado. This storm has really cycled up pretty quickly. So where do you want to go if you are in Surry County right now under your tornado warning? You want to be in your storm safe place. That's the lowest level of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. You want to have some sort of helmet, maybe a sturdy pair of shoes. You want to make sure that you have protection for your eyes in case there is any flying debris. And some shoes, because if there is any flying debris or any debris on the ground, you could get an injury if you have to walk out. So again, you definitely want to be in your safe place. Again, if you live in these communities, Flat Rock, Sheltontown, Woodville, Slate Mountain, Mount Herman, over towards Avalon, Holly Springs. This is going to be to the northeast of Highway 52 with this storm. So again, northeast of Highway 52, right here is the rotation that we are watching. This is going to be moving into Stokes County. So we want to continue to monitor that as well. If you live in Stokes County, know anyone who lives in Stokes County, we want to be on that as well, because this storm has that potential to move into your area. So again, a tornado warning has been issued for Surry County till 4:45 p.m. And let's get back to the radar image here, and you can see what we are watching here. And this is the rotation. Let's go into the CC. Let's see if there's any CC drop here. There's a little bit. Maybe some leaves blowing around or something. We'll have to monitor that again. But right here, there's going to be a lot of hail with this storm. Radar is estimating up to 1.75, well, 2-inch diameter hail. So that will definitely do some damage if you are in the path of this. So 2-inch diameter hail possible with this, as well as a possible tornado. This is radar indicated. So there's been no visual of this tornado. We're just doing the radar indicated. So that means that radar showing some rotation, which we just showed you. We can show you once again. It is starting to weaken a little bit, so that's a good sign. But the hail with this storm, possibility of severe hail right here is 100%. So definitely some hail falling in this area. We could see anywhere between sorry, I was looking at a report there. We can see anywhere between 2 inch, inch and a half to 2 inch diameter hail. That could definitely do some damage to your vehicles, to your homes. So you definitely want to not only be in shelter, but you want to be away from windows as well, because this could produce some damage to windows as this storm continues to move through. So again, tornado warning until 4:45. So that's another 15 minutes. Let's turn back on the velocities here. It's getting a little bit more broad here, but we're seeing some splotches of some wind. So that might be indicative of a microburst there that's occurring, where everything, the storm's starting to dissipate. It hits the surface and spreads out, kind of like in a fan motion, and that's where we could see some straight line damage and winds in this area as well. But right now, that tornado warning continues for Surry County until 4:45. This is going to be moving into Stokes County. This is right along the Virginia-North Carolina border. And we're also looking at some major hail with this storm. Again, up to 2 inch diameter hail. That could produce damage to your homes, to your cars, to any vegetation out there. So definitely some issues with that as well. So again, Mount Airy, you are in the clear of this. White Plains, you are in the clear of this. Pilot Mountain, you're in the clear of this. This is all to the north of you. Looking through some of these reports here from the Weather Service, we've got nickel size hail reported in Surry County, nickel to dime size all over the ground in Mount Airy. So here's Mount Airy, this storm passing through, and at that time it was producing, excuse me, nickel to dime size hail. So we will continue to monitor this. Again, this tornado warning is out for the eastern portions of Surry County. Also golf ball size hail, like we were talking about, possible with this storm as well. So this tornado warning continues for another 13 minutes or so, and is starting to move in Stokes County. But as I look into the rotation, we've got some, but it's pretty broad there. So we'll see if they continue this tornado warning as it moves into Stokes County. They may issue a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado tag possible. So, but that we're not going to jump ahead of ourselves. We'll continue to see what the National Weather Service there in Blacksburg produces. So again, this storm is moving into Stokes County. So if you live in Danbury, you want to be on the lookout for this storm. Just keep your eyes on it as it's moving into your direction. But if you live in Surry County right now, this is going to be near Woodville, along Highway 89, Westfield, as well as Abilene. Those areas along Highway 89, you want to be in your safe place right now as the storm passes through, not only because of the potential for a tornado, as a tornado warning has been issued, but it's also showing some signs of some large hail with this storm. So you get 50, 60 mile per hour winds and you got golf ball size hail blowing around, it wouldn't take much for it to do some damage to windows as well. So you want to be mindful of that. So again, if you live in Surry County, this tornado warning continues until 4:45 p.m. This is going to be moving into Stokes County near Johnstown there on Highway 89 in Westfield, as well as Asbury. So Asbury, Johnstown, Westfield, and Francisco, Collinstown, in Stokes County, you want to be on the lookout for this as well. So if you live in Mount Airy, back towards White Pines, Flat Rock, you are in the good. Pilot Mountain, you are in the good from this storm. Over towards Toast, you are fine. The Interstate 77, 74 corridor, you are fine there. The storm is primarily now moving into Stokes County pretty quickly now. as that rotation moves, broad rotation moves into Stokes County from Surry County. So again, we'll have to see what the next issuance is. I'm not sure if we'll see a tornado warning with this, as we've seen some of the rotation not been as strong here on the radar. So getting some reports here. I'm going to see if I can get through over here to the Twitter page. Um, Lots of hail, even in the Watauga County area as well. So we're starting to see some really gusty winds now move into Stokes County here. So if you live in Asbury, Johnstown, Francisco, Collinstown, right here along the North Carolina-Virginia border, you want to be away from windows as these large hailstones and gusty winds, as well as a possible tornado, as we see rotation here on radar. So again, those are the locations, Surry and Stokes County. It's again that very far northwestern part of Stokes County, as well as the far northeastern part of Surry County, right there along the Virginia border. So again, Mount Herman, Asbury, Woodville, Avalon, Westfield, Johnstown, Francisco, Collinstown. You need to be keeping your eye on this storm as it moves into Stokes County. So we'll continue to monitor here what the Weather Service is going to do with this warning at 4:45. It is supposed to expire, but the storm is quickly moving out of Surry County into Stokes County. So I'll put the radar in motion. You kind of see that as it's really starting to move now into Stokes County. But again, if you live here in Surry County, especially the northeastern corner of Surry County, you definitely want to be in your storm shelter as this storm continues to move into your area. Again, these storms are capable of producing a tornado, also some large hail falling with this storm. We got a report back over Mount Airy with nickel to dime size hail, also a quarter size hail as well in the Mount Airy community. So as this storm does have a history of producing um, some large hail. So a new severe thunderstorm warning going up for Stokes County. This is for this storm right here moving into Stokes County. So it's not a tornado warning. It is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag with it. And the reason why, we're going to stay on this storm as it's moving in. You can kind of see this little appendage right here. And when we see that appendage, you kind of see this rotation right here. It's getting a little bit more tighter. This is where we could see a tornado. So we're going to remain on with this storm just for the next little bit. We'll continue to see what it does here as it moves into Surry County. So we are talking about Francisco, Johnstown, Aaron's Corner, Collinstown. You want to be in your safe place as this is now moving into Stokes County. Danbury, you're in this severe thunderstorm warning. So you want to continue to watch that as well. But again, okay, so I was reading a report there. Again, so this is the storm producing some lightning, but we are watching this area right here, this little appendage right here. This is where we kind of see tornadoes like to develop when we see these appendages right here. So that's why we're going to continue to watch this. And that would be right in here where this tightening couplet of rotation could be. So let's do our CCs here. Nothing crazy there. Let's go to our hail. This is a percentage of severe hail, and you can see we can see 1.5-inch diameter hail. So that's about the size of $50 to maybe golf ball size hail. Moving into Stokes County. So hopefully you're in your storm shelter right now or your storm safe place. And that's the lowest level of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. You want to be in that most centralized location. All those walls between you and the outside protect you from what's going on outside. You also want to have a helmet on. Always a great idea to keep a helmet on or nearby, because if there is any flying debris, the most injuries we see with tornadoes comes from that flying debris and the impact that it could make on you. So you want to make sure you have a helmet on, some good shoes on, good soled shoes, because if there is any debris and you have to walk outside, you don't want to get a foot injury. As well as I recommend goggles or glasses or something like that to keep things from flying in your eye as well. So that is the storm right here. It is starting to move into Stokes County again. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 5:30 for Stokes County. Again, large hail, damaging winds, and we're starting to see this storm kind of again lose that rotation. It's rotating, but the rotation's not as strong as it was once it was in Surry County. So again, excuse me. Here's the modified tornado warning that is going on for northeastern Surry County. This goes for another 6 minutes, but it may be canceled early as the storm continues to move out of Surry County into Stokes County. This was located near Westfield or Francisco, moving east at 20 miles per hour. So, northern Stokes County, you are going to be needing to monitor this storm as it continues to move in because it does have history of producing some large hail as well as some rotation. So we will continue to monitor that. So we'll stay on air for another 5 minutes or so until this tornado warning has is allowed to expire. But again, this storm now moving out of Surry County into Stokes County. And the storm in Stokes County is on severe thunderstorm warning. So that tornado warning not going to be extended into um, not going to be extended into Stokes County, but they do have that tag on there as a possible tornado. So we will continue to monitor that storm. But again, this tornado warning for Surry County about to end as the storm is starting to exit the county. So we're going to go ahead and log off here. We will continue to monitor these storms, and if we need to jump back into coverage for any more tornado warnings, we will definitely do that. But I'm Scotty Powell for the Carolina Weather Group. Hope you have a great evening and stay weather aware out there. I forgot to mention we do have that severe thunderstorm watch up until midnight. That is for counties along the Virginia, North Carolina border, as well as some northeastern portions of North Carolina once you get to the Raleigh area as well. So north of Interstate 40, especially along the Virginia, North Carolina border, severe thunderstorm watch goes until midnight tonight, where we could see that possibility of seeing some large hail, few tornadoes, and some damaging winds. But again, tornado warning for Surry County. The storm has now moved out of Surry County, so that tornado warning will be allowed to expire. It is now a severe thunderstorm warning as it moves into Stokes County, and the possibility of some fairly large hail moving right now into northern Stokes County. So if you live in that area, make sure that you are away from windows because 50, 60 mile per hour wind with golf ball size hail could definitely produce some window damage. So you want to stay away from that. So we'll keep you updated and informed, and we will talk to you later. Stay safe out there. I'm Scotty Powell for the Carolina Weather Group.